Hi, I'm Fran from King's Transfer Van Lines. If you're moving to the United States, there's one important step. Today, we're going to learn how to fill out a 3299 form. Before we get started, it's important to mention that the information on this form may vary depending on your status entering into the United States. A 3299 form is a declaration for free entry of unaccompanied articles. Since you won't be with your goods when the truck crosses the border, it's important to fill out this form for the mover. This form will be provided to you by your mover. Once you receive it, you can either print it, fill it out manually, or you can fill it out online. In the first part, you're going to be asked for personal information like your name, your date of birth. In box 1, your importer's name should be noted exactly as you see it on your passport. This is a travel document very much like an airline or a plane ticket, so it's important that the name is very accurate. The importer's date of arrival is in box 3. In this section, you would enter the date that you officially have landed in the United States, the date that you traveled to the US. In box 4 would be your US importer's address. If you don't have an address yet in the United States, you can use a work address, a hotel, temporary accommodation, whatever address where customs can send you some information. In box 5 is where you would put the importer's port of arrival. If you are flying, this is where you would put the airport where you clear customs. When you move to the United States, customs clearance is always done at a Canadian airport. Therefore, if you're flying out of Montreal, you would put the Montreal or Pierre Elliott Trudeau Airport as your port of arrival. In the section where it says name of arriving vessel, which is box 6, this is where you would put the flight number that is bringing you into the United States from Canada. So if you're taking a connecting flight, it would be important to use the flight that is bringing you from Canada to the United States. If you're not traveling by air and you're traveling by ground, your port of arrival will be the U.S. port of entry into the United States, and the arriving vessel will actually be your personal vehicle. In box 7 is where you would put all the names of your accompanying family members that are involved in the move. You would indicate their full name as listed on their passport, as well as the relationship to you. In box 7, if you don't have any family members accompanying you on this move, you can simply just put NA for not applicable. In part 1, box 8, letters A through F, you can simply leave that blank. That's going to be filled out by your van operator. So part 1 was more about personal information. Part 2 is more about your status upon arrival in the United States. In part 2 is where you would indicate any status information. So if you're going to the United States on a work permit, it's important that you indicate that your residency abroad was Canada, and you would indicate the number of years you've lived in Canada. If you've been here your whole life, it's simply the number of years and months of your age. In part 2C is where you indicate what your status is upon arrival. Are you a returning U.S. resident? Are you going there to visit, which is the case if you are actually going on a work permit? If you're going to the U.S. to work, your residency status upon arrival would be visiting the United States. Section C, A, you're going to work in the United States on a work permit. You're considered to be a non-resident. It's important to put an X in A1, stating that your household effects are used by you and your family for more than 1 year. You would carry over to Part C and also put an X in number 1, indicating that your personal effects, not just your household effects, but your personal effects are also used by you and your family for more than 1 year. This makes your entry free. Used is the key. In Part 4, you are going to the United States on a work permit status. Therefore, you are considered to be a visitor. You are a non-resident. It's important to put an X in B8 to confirm that your foreign household effects have been acquired abroad, used by you and your family for more than 1 year. It may feel like they've asked the same question a few times. They sort of did. It's just really important to declare that your personal effects and household goods are used. On page 2, D, list of articles. This is where the moving company comes into play. The mover will provide you with a moving inventory after the shipment is loaded. You just simply need to indicate in this area, anywhere in box 2, used personal household goods as per mover's inventory. You've just released yourself the responsibility of listing all your personal effects. We would just attach the moving inventory to this declaration. In Part 6 is where you would put an X for importer. As you are the importer, sign right underneath with today's date. There you have it. We've completed the 3299 form. If you have any questions or concerns on your specific entry requirements, feel free to give us a call or click the link below.